So right now we're going to go a little bit slower of a retrieve. I got a Texas rig and a drop shot on. I think I'm going to go drop shot first. So we're going to put the Texas rig with the craw in the backpack without causing too much of a commotion. So we're at spot 1, undisclosed location, but that will quickly change. I just want to give this spot a once over because I did see bait back here, but there's been some other spots with bait, which is nice. It's really the first bait that I've seen in a couple of months. Either they went deep, but I couldn't tell because just haven't seen them around the docks in a shallow area. So starting off with the 4-inch slug drop shot. This is in the chovy color. There's a lot of chovies right now. This is bigger than the chovy bait in the water. A lot of it is that small fry stuff, not fry, rice. We call it rice because it's so small and so thick that it looks like rice. But it's a little bit larger, but it still has a small profile that I think will work. So it's about 5:50. The tournament code doesn't come out till 6. So I'm headed to the spot right now, and I'm just going to wait around till 6 until the code comes. And then from there, we'll start fishing. Oh, 4. It's 6 o'clock. I'll show you guys. The code just came through. The code is 704. We're locked and loaded, boys. Let's go catch some fish. If I lose, it's Charlie's fault for filming. As any good fisherman knows, you only catch fish off camera. And now that I have the camera here, either I'm going to catch a ton of fish and be the world's greatest fisherman, or I'm going to catch nothing and I'm going to blame the camera. But either way, it's not my actual skills. It's the camera to blame. So I say anything.
Guys, make sure you guys sauce up with Procure.
Procure, sponsor me. This is why pre-fishing's nice, because you already have like a game plan.
I never got pre-fishing. I never why people pre-fish.
Just so you know. Like, I'm not going to, just to know that the sun comes up early or something. How does that affect you? Okay, I'm going to have 5 minutes of darkness. Where do I want to spend that 5 minutes? Not at a spot that's not going to yield fish.
Very true.
You have the best 6 out of 7. So if I don't do well here, this can technically be dropped from the records and then my numbers for the rest of the tournament. I would like to do better than 54 inches, which was last month's numbers. I don't think it's low, but it's not as high as it could be. But honestly, who knows? So I'm gonna kind of keep cruising right now. I don't want to spend too much time in one spot. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. My drag's not set. Fish one of the day. Fish one of the day. That will measure, boys. There was actually another fish that ran out after it hit this, so I'm probably going to get back in there. But first fish of the day. Whoo! That 4-inch slug drop shot with that blacktail hook. Right there. That's it's 12.5 to 13, so that will measure. Technically, there's no measuring minimum, which is nice. Last session, I didn't measure a 9-incher, and I only proceeded to measure another 4 fish after that. You should measure everything to have these fish on the bump board. I saw somebody kind of do that. Ooh, oh, it's much bigger than I thought. That's a 14.5 right there. You can kind of pinch the tail a little bit, but not up until the thickness of that. So we're gonna go like that. I'm gonna get a nice close one in. 14.5. That's a solid fish. It's a solid number. So you don't want to cover the eyes because potentially the fish could be dead. So you'll get knocked for that. I'm gonna drop this guy back in. Fish number 1 of the day. I'm stoked on it right now. Still pretty early in the day to knock out a 14.5, which I'm solid for. So when I hooked that fish, I saw another flash kind of like zoom by. And so I thought that was the fish I hooked. And I was like, oh shoot, I got to like turn my tip this way because it was running that way. So I'm going to, wasn't the fish basically. I'm going to see if I can't get down there again, catch secondary fish. Hopefully that they're running together or something. I tore up the Chovy 4-inch slug. So we're gonna get that Chovy back in there. They are saying that this is the year of the Chovy. Not too much smelt. So the nice part is I got the bigger one of them. Alright, we'll probably keep moving on. See, right there. And I'm gonna bring it in a little bit so I can hug the dock as much as possible. Gotta hit the angles. Okay, moving on. We're gonna head down a little bit, hit some of the docks. We're gonna finish up the route, and then I'm gonna change over to the 6-inch slug. See if they don't want small, go big. You know what I mean? We still got to play out the kind of what they're figuring, like play it out, figure it out a little bit. In my mind, there's already a lot of small bait in the water. So sometimes those opportunistic feeders will be like, oh, cool, that's a big enough meal for a week or something. So that's why I like throwing the 6-inch along with a smaller bait like the 4-inch or the 3-inch. Absolutely beautiful cast as I backlash. Holy.
So how do you like the baits OG?
You know, I love it. Fits nice in the hand. Casts well. Casts great. It's got pull power. I'm a big fan of all the baits reels. I come from a line of hand-me-down reels, so these are a step way above from what I kind of came from, learned on, fished on for years. And I mean, it blows out what I've had in the past, and just in general, really good reels. Oh, that's a beautiful cast. So I'm about to catch a fish right now. Oh, it's getting swept under the dock too. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. So because it's sweeping under like this, I'm gonna make one long cast and see if I can't get anything that's under the dock. Watch yourself. And that way, when I'm retrieving it, it's going to sweep under the boat, potentially into the dock area, but that's going to be a pretty solid retrieve underneath the boat like this. Kept it hugged it close, kept it on the sleeve. I'm also giving it time, dead sticking it so that it can swim under the boat. I'm actually going to lean a little bit this way so that my retrieve helps it come under the boat. Reedy-dee-dee. Hit the corner pock. So last time I fished in January was the same thing. There wasn't many bites to be had, but the bites that you did get. Yeah, I got one so far. Hoping for a whole bundle more. Hi, bud.
They're friends. No. I did it all.
It's not. There we go. There we go. Fish number 2. I'm getting creative with my casts now. So I'm using that 2-aught EWG from Blacktail. Fits the slug really well. These are the Salty Crew pants. The thing I like about them is they actually have a pocket for my pliers. Boom. All right, that's probably a 13er. It's an old code. You gotta get the new code.
Wait, they changed the code by the hour?
No, they changed the code per day.
Oh.
That was last time's code. Alright. Let's go like that. Phone's ready. Let's get this guy in there. Hey.
Make sure his mouth is closed.
Yeah, I think that's closed enough. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, you filming?
Yep.
Alright. This guy was a 13 on the dot. Back in. Alright. We got 2. My goal is to get 5. Once I can get 5, that will make me happy and I can upgrade from there. I just want a full bag. Like I said, last session, I didn't measure a 9-inch spotty. Proceeded to only put 4 in the bag. My goal is to always do better than myself. And so that would be a full bag this time. Right now they've been eating that chovy color. I think I'm gonna stick with it. just kind of match the hatch a little bit. Go as natural. Again, the water's so clear that if I'm doing a slow presentation, I probably want to go as natural as possible. And then, I do have some fun colors to fish otherwise in general. So, we'll keep it going. We'll see if I break out the crank. I want to fish the crank, but we'll see. We'll see if I break it out. So right now, I'm also checking my line. It feels pretty good. I'm using fluorocarbon by AFCO, 15 pound. Oh, and then I need to submit that picture.
Don't forget to sauce your baits. Procure, best in the game.
It's funny, it's like, I don't want to say the scents are all the same. Like, I feel like they kind of are, but it's like, if I had to choose them, it's going to be Procure. I think no one lives on that boat. But yeah, this is going to be one of the crew necks for the Fish RX brand. It's keeping me pretty warm. I know you were pretty chilly. You had to put on, what, a second hoodie?
Mm-hmm.
So this is, right now it's the blank, but we're going to do a small embroidery of Fish RX in the chest pocket area, which I'm excited for. It's going to look clean in a way where you can wear something fishing and let other people know that you're a down bad fisherman, but you can also take to dinner with your wife or significant other. This is how it should be. I should be getting 2 fish a spot. Really. Like, there's enough fish in this area that I should be getting 1 to 2 fish every stop, in all honesty. So, like, going to a spot and you don't catch something, in my mind, abnormal. Potentially, you're not feeding them what they're eating. You know what I mean? Like, potentially they wanted something else. You're just not throwing the right thing, but it's like, really, there should be 1 fish there that wants a slug on a drop shot. I mean, it's just a solid presentation to where it's like shocking to where it's like, you know what, you guys didn't even want the drop shot slug? I fish every slip that I have the opportunity to do. Ooh, there we go. Fish number 3. It's another 13, 14 right there. Dude, lock-jawed iron jaw out here. Alright. Oh. The cool part about the video is makes me even more legitimate.
Right? You're following all the rules?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a 13.5.
Yeah, if I can kind of fan down his tail a little bit.
Don't cover his eye.
I know, I got the eyeball in the picture. You know what I mean? I've been throwing them all back. No, I just been throwing them all back, but look how beautiful that is. Absolutely stoked on it. From whence you came, mwah, kiss fish. Kiss bass.
Guys, if you ever fish a spot and you feel it in your gut to just take 1 or 2 more casts, do it. Pays off.
You know. 3 fish, 1 spot. That's pretty good. I'll probably have to come back here later on with the slow pitch jig. Really comb it. Doesn't mean that it'll yield anything at a later time, but at least I know that there's fish here. So last this session in January, I fished a spot twice that I didn't even get bit in because I was confident in the spot, not where I was catching fish. And when this spot yields fish, I'm going to fish that spot because it yields fish. Fished it in the morning, didn't get a bite. Fished it in the afternoon. I spent probably 2 hours not getting a bite in that one spot. So I came back to it like, okay, maybe they'll bite now. Honestly, if they're not biting in that spot, don't go back.
Message.
Yeah, they're telling you something. It's a message in a bottle. All right, I'm gonna fish this little section real quick. Dude, could you imagine all 4 fish right here? All my fish are here. I do want to run over to the bait dock though. Beautiful. It's being dragged under the dock. I actually have to come over here to compensate for it being taken underneath the dock.
That's another message, guys. If you guys are new to fishing, make sure you know where your current is going. That can help you a lot.
Yeah, you're going to want to fish with your current. Have it help you. Don't fish against it. Unless, it's pulling you off the spot, you can always go heavier. So if it's pulling you off the spot, I guess, cast above the spot so it pushes you into the spot if you can't counteract it with extra weight.
So that's something really cool to keep in mind. When there's not a lot of current, you can go as light as a 1/4 ounce. I really don't fish heavy, like 3/4 when I'm short pounding. I think 1/2 ounce is the heaviest I'll go. And I think that actually puts me in a sweet spot. What do you think, Daniel?
It depends on what you're throwing. The scrounger heads, I will use a 3/4 ounce just because of that bill. It wants to push it up a little bit, but 1/2 ounce is pretty solid. I think this drop shot is a 3/8 ounce.
3/8 ounce is not bad at all, actually.
Watch out. Charlie and I just went over some footage right now. I hate to be giving away my secrets like this. But yeah, if this video doesn't blow up because it's a how-to video on catching spotties, I don't know.
On tournament day?
Yeah. How to catch spotties on tournament day. Tip 1, fish. So right now I'm retying the drop shot. It's been working. I got 3 fish already. I haven't really tried much else to get bit, so we're still staying with the drop shot. I got a bunch of rods behind me. Right now, I'm using a 2-aught blacktail EWG hook. What I also do a little bit is you can see that hook shank is coming down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of bend it up just a bit, kind of straighten that shank out, which is going to open up that hook space and will be easier for the shank of the hook to penetrate the cheek of the mouth of the fish. So there's an actual knot that you should probably tie for the drop shot, but I mean it's a dropper loop style, and then you put the hook in the middle and that keeps the hook straight. I'm just tying a normal knot. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to feed the main line, that tag really, back through the eye of the hook. That way, as you can see, that hook stays straight up and down. I got a generic pencil weight, 3/8 ounce. Slide that on. I'm going to gauge it roughly 6-ish inches from the bottom. Now, I would say you can place it any length that you feel the fish are at. Further down, further up, where you want the bait to kind of sit is where you're going to ideally put it. Now, the way the drop shot works is that it's going to kind of lean forward like this. More so like that. Right? So this is going to keep it within, 4 to 6 inches from the bottom. You can go 12, you can do that, but because we're fishing mainly structure and docks, your bites are going to come near, if not on the bottom. Also a great rig for halibut in general, so potentially bycatches, catch a couple halibut. So I like the purple, but I also like that bright chartreuse line, that lateral line in it. Go in the head, out the belly, bring it around town. You know what I mean? Just what SpongeBob taught us. Bring it around town. Figure out where that shank of the hook goes into the plastic. Kind of put your thumb there. Pierce it, bring it all the way up. And then, of course, to expose it, absolutely weedless.
And that's how you drop shot, guys. Ooh, water's looking prime. Nice cast.
Ooh, that was a bite.
There you go. What? You said what? Did he rip it?
I have him.
Charlie said what? I'm gonna hit this spot and probably get a fish? Oh, you choked it.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know if he had it off the first hit, so... On the dot. Hey, chunky little 12. Little belly. Mwah, love you, dude. Home to swim again. What did I tell you about that lavender shad, though, dude?
What did I tell you about?
What did I tell you about that lavender shad, dude? Can't believe we can get the, we just fish. Well, I think there's a fish there. I think, if I cast my line there, we'll catch a fish.
Right?
It's wild. I feel like I need to be more intentional about my casts. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's a solid one. That's the one I needed. That's the one I needed. That's
slow down.
I know. That's a giant.
Oh. Dude.
That's how you break rods. That is what I needed right there. That's the thumbnail.
That is going to be the thumbnail, fellas.
That's a 14.5, pushing 15 right there. That's what I needed. Number 5.
Look at that hook set with that blacktail hook. That was solid, man.
That's number 5 right there. I'm stoked on it. Ooh. There's my phone. Oh gosh. Oh, I got my phone.
Baits OG.
Ooh, just pulled the muscle.
Dude, I'm gonna say 15 and a half. Oh, 15. Hold on, Hold on.
There you go, perfect. Thank you, Charlie. Okay. Yeah.
Dude. 15.
Dude, that lavender shad is a solid color. I'm trying to keep it in that color range right now, that color palette. I'm going back to the Chovy because that's what I have on me. Oh, dude, my hands are like, I'm like shaking after that one. That one was a solid fish for sure. Good release. I know we didn't get it on camera, but I hate the idea of killing fish, so I wanted to get that beauty of a fish back, but you know, as soon as possible. But oh my gosh, so I have a 14, a 13, sorry, 14, 2 13s, a 12 and a 15. Want to use it. Dude, I can't believe it. Oh, I need to submit that picture. But we're also fishing the ocean, which blows my mind.
Oh,
that's a beautiful
nice
cast
right
there. So I'll probably come in with the slow pitch jig. I think I'm going to fish the slug all the way down and then the slow pitch back. It's probably going to be my plan. Ooh, the current's kind of pushing it under the dock, which is perfect. It's actually going to get hung up on this. Ooh. There we go. This is definitely bigger than a 12. Be careful how I bounce that. I don't know. Actually looks less than a 12. We're gonna do a quick eyeball. That looks kind of like in the 9-10 range. 11 and a half. That's with an open mouth too, so technically it'd probably be like another 12. So, got to get a picture for the gram, so people know that I'm actually out here catching fish. I'm a selfish fish seller. Right there. If that doesn't yield a fish, there's no fish in this whole harbor. That's gonna be the opening. And then you're gonna have a picture of me just wailing on it. Next one's just...
oh shoot.
It's a bummer. It's the one I needed. Somebody killed it. Ooh. That actually felt like a bite. Swam towards me. Another little guy, but might be bigger than 12. We're picking on this small fry. But what did I tell you? If there's not a fish right there, there's no fish in this harbor. There are, but sometimes they're cranky. That's hardly 12.
No, that's not 12 at all.
We'll do the good old.
Dude, that's like
yeah,
a
it's
10.
like a tenner.
Still cool fish.
Yeah. Doing better than last time. Stoked on it. These hooks are so sticky. Cute little guy. Be free. All right, you guys, we're going to end the video here. I want to say thank you for following along. Today, the second event for the Spotty Bowl in 2025. This is the February date. There's still more to come, so come join me throughout this progression. I'm excited. You know, I set a goal today, which was to get the full bag. I've got that and succeeded it. Charlie did come out and spend some time with me, so thank you, Charlie. Appreciate it. But we're going to end it here. Solid bag at 67 inches. And for the most part, I feel confident in upgrading. I only need 3 inches for 70. If I don't reach it here, that's going to be my next goal for March. You know, 70 inches. So, you know, continuation of goals. Consistency, catching fish. We love it. We're out.